Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Glenda. How are you? Welcome to another Tracy's Sunday challenge. This week's challenge is going to be colour combo, which I'm super excited about. We're using some Sale A Bration free products, which is always nice to use. As you're popping on, please pop on, just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And we'll get started. So welcome, everyone. So Tracy's Sunday challenge this week is a colour combo challenge. I always enjoy doing the colour combo challenges. Sort of takes the guesswork out of a lot of things. This week is Mossy Meadow, Fresh Freesia and Basic White. And I actually got these colours from our free Sale A Bration paper. So let me show you that one first. I'm actually using two products from Sale A Bration today in my card. But these are so pretty. Hi Darcy, how are you? From a very cold Winnipeg, Canada. Well, welcome from Canada. That's awesome. This is a pack of 12 by 12 that you can pick up with a $90 order here in Australia. In different markets, it's a different amount of money. But this is such pretty paper. Stampin' Up have done a really great job with the Sale A Bration offerings this year. The DSP is amazing, and there's actually quite a few of DSPs available. Hi Sean, how are you? So I don't think that's all the paper. I have used a bit of it already, but this is the paper that we're using with today's card, and I'm sorry that the phone's ringing. So I've taken the Mossy Meadow and the Fresh Freesia in the background with a little bit of white, because with a card it's always nice to have a little bit of white as well. So this is called the Dainty Flowers 12 by 12 DSP. And the other product I'm using is the Beautifully Happy stamp set. This one is available with a $180 order here in Australia, and it's a really great stamp set. I've actually used it a fair bit. We're using this larger stamp here. It's got a little bee in it as well. Really good sentiments. A splatter stamp as well. So I'm just going to actually get my stamps out. Then I can pop them on blocks, and then I'll show you the card. So we need that one, and just trying to think what sentiment it is for a feeling better kind of day. Just that one there. So these are photopolymer, which makes it really easy to line up your stamps and position them perfectly. They do pick up a little bit of red ink if you do a pink or a red ink, but it doesn't hurt the stamps at all, and it doesn't affect the stamping. So a little bit of colouring, it's really not going to hurt it. Okay, so Sale A Bration catalogue, we're actually almost at the end of January, so there's one more month left to take part in Sale A Bration. If you haven't been watching any videos lately, Sale A Bration is where you, for every purchase of $90 or $180, in America I think it's $50 and $100, you can choose a free item from Sale A Bration catalogue. This only runs till the 28th of February. So you've got adorable owls, thanks a bunch. I actually used this for my free card class just this week. Dainty Flowers, this is the one that we're using today. Day on the Farm DSP, Sending Support stamp set. This is gorgeous. Favoured Flowers DSP. It doesn't look so nice in the catalogue, but it is gorgeous paper. I've got a really good project coming up soon with that one. In the Country, Beautifully Happy, and this one's $180. and another 180 is the Dandy Designs. This is a huge pack, 48 sheets of 12 by 12. Really, really pretty. They're soft pastels, perfect for Easter, and some really great birthday, or so many different things you could use these DSPs for, but it's really, really nice. And then there's also a host stamp set available as well. So there we go. Let me show you the card, because that's what we're here for. It's this one here. Good morning, Judith. Nice clean blocks. Absolutely. Marion done an amazing job a couple of weeks ago. Hi, Marion. How are you? Oh, she reckons they might need another wash. Yeah, I use them a lot, so maybe. Hi, Melinda. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, so this is our quick and easy card. It is a very, very simple card. I'm finding that I'm sort of going back to simple cards in the hope that, we can get some people crafting and stamping. So this is such a simple card, and I'm excited to show it with you. We have our card kit ready to go. Let me talk you through. Now, over on my blog, and there is a link to that blog post in the description of this video, there is all the measurements and over on the blog post. So if you would like to see more information on this card, there's also links to purchase the products and more photos and all that sort of stuff. So go over to my blog post and take a look. So we have Fresh Freesia as our matting. I've cut down our DSP, and isn't that beautiful? So nice with that little bit of skinny background with the Fresh Freesia. I have a piece of Fresh Freesia for some die cutting, piece of basic white thick for die cutting, and then for our sentiment, Fresh Freesia and basic white. So the three colours are, again, Mossy Meadow, Fresh Freesia and white, basic white, for our three colours colour combo. So super easy. Hopefully you're all starting to think, what can I do with those colours? All the colours have come out of this DSP. Alright, so we're going to get started first. I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. We're going to do a little bit of die cutting. This gorgeous frame here, this actually comes from a set in the mini catalogue. It is a bundle, but the dies that we're using, let me show you these. It is the framed florets dies, and look at these. So lots and lots of dies here. There are three frames in this set. This one's really, really pretty as well. And then you've got lots of dies that will cut out the stamps once you've stamped them. But then you've got a few added extras here, which is really, really great. So I have used this one before. If you remember, I think it was last month for my customer appreciation card, I used this leaf design with the adorable owl. So you may have remembered that. So we're going to use this frame here with both the basic white and the Fresh Freesia. So let's bring the cut and emboss machine in. Do this really quickly. What's everyone got planned for the weekend? Are you doing anything exciting? Or the rest of the weekend? It's Sunday already. I have no idea where the weekend's gone. Just going to run this one through, and then we can run our basic white back through. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Yeah, I love quick and easy cards too. It's sometimes nice just to, get them done easy. So we'll cut out the middle piece, which is what we're going to need for the basic white. But then we have the frame ready to go. It's sitting in the die, so I'm just going to poke my way through to get that out. And it gives such great detail along the edges. So do this one as well. We had a little bit of rain this morning, and it's quite overcast, but it's still really warm. We had a warm day yesterday with cloud cover, and obviously the cloud covers, it kept it really warm. It was like 35 degrees. And even last night, we went out for tea with Ad's brother and his wife, and we come out of the restaurant at 10 o'clock and it was still 25 degrees. It was still really warm. We don't need this one. This is just the leftover piece. But I have that middle piece there. Yeah, so 25 at 10 o'clock at night. It's crazy. I'm just going to pop my dye away so I don't... I have a habit of putting my dyes down and then losing them. So we have our 2 dye pieces. This one is the one that we're going to stamp our flower on. I'm going to bring just a scrap piece of paper. And we're using Mossy Meadow for our solid background image. It's 12:30 here in Winnipeg. What are you still doing up, Darcy? You're doing well. I had one late night last night and I didn't want to get up this morning. It doesn't help when you hear the rain on the roof either. But yeah, I could have quite easily slept in this morning. Gives it, look how pretty that is. Like, you could leave that just like that. The other thing you could do is you could use either your Wink of Stella and add a little bit of the greenery in there. But what we're going to do is, I have the flowers and I just thought I haven't got my, so we're just lining those ones up. We're going to stamp that in the Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to have to get my leaves out as well, because I didn't get that stamp out, did I? No, that is the leaves. Oh my goodness. Well, that could have been a disaster. I need to clean this one off. This is the Mossy Meadow stamp. Can you tell I rushed down here and wasn't set up ready? We'll get there. I promise it is an easy card. Maybe if I was completely awake. Okay. So we have the image that is the flowers. Let's stamp that with the Fresh Freesia over the top of the Mossy Meadow. Oh, it's 3:30 p.m. Oh, okay, on Saturday. Oh, that's okay. Well, I'm so glad that you could make it. Then we're going to come in with the Mossy Meadow, and let me... I know that this... Okay. I think I would have been better off doing this asleep. So we have a stamp that does these top ones. We want to stamp this off first because it's really quite dark. Like so. And these will lighten a little bit as well. There we go. We're going to do the same with the leaves. Over the top. And you could even probably do maybe 3rd generation stamping, because it is quite dark. But look how it gives that great gradient colour as well. Really love those stamps. While we have that Mossy Meadow out, let's do the sentiment. Our local's here with his noisy ute that the dogs don't like. So we're just going to stamp the sentiment on in the middle of the basic white strip. All our pieces are ready to go, so we can start popping it all together. So I'm going to bring in some liquid glue to adhere a DSP, and look at that, that is such pretty DSP. So although it's a floral design, you've got some masculine colours in there as well. And I'm going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. So let's pop that down. I'm working on a PDF today, so I think it's going to be a bit of a relaxing day with the rain outside, and it's a really dull day, so I don't think it's going to get any better. So I think I'll do my PDF and then maybe sit down and either watch YouTube or Netflix or something like that and have a little bit of a relaxed day. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. And good afternoon to you too. Judith said Mossy Meadow is my get everywhere colour. Ah, okay. Mine's black and red. Real red. I get that everywhere. I think we all have those colours, don't we? Yeah, real red seems to just go everywhere for me. So I'm just going to line this up in the middle, and I'm going to add some tear and tape around the edges just to secure it together. We're going to be popping this up off onto our DSP as well. So because we are popping it off, I like to take my backings off just in case I get any dimensionals down on it. They don't stick to the backings very well. It's really shiny, slippery paper. Hi Deborah, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a nice stamp set, isn't it? You can tell I haven't played with it for a while. It took me a little while to line everything up. You guys know you get the raw me. Every time. Alright. Now I'm at the edges now. So let's cut down the side. Excuse me. I'm just going to cut down the sides. I slept in that much this morning that I haven't even had my cuppa. I was having a lovely sleep. I woke up earlier with the rain and I went straight back to sleep, which was lovely. So I can pop this down in the middle. With our sentiment, we're actually going to bring in scissors and we're going to create a little banner ends for each of the pieces. These are different sizes, so we want the Fresh Freesia piece to stick out from the bottom. Something like that. So let's just create a little banner cut on each side of that as well. Hi Alison, how are you? Alison, I can't eat the plums. I actually gave them to my mum. So, I think she was going to stew them down. Did you do anything with them, Marion? I think you're still here, so we're just going to glue those two with just some liquid glue. But they look good, didn't they? The birds actually took so many of them though. This year we didn't put our nets up to keep the birds out. Our German Shepherd actually does a really good job at keeping birds out of our yard. She hates birds in our yard. So as soon as they sort of fly over, she's sort of chasing them over the fences so they keep going. But yeah, the plums are down the back, and we've never had, this tree's been in I think 3 years now. We've never had fruit on it, and this year we got fruit on it, but the birds were getting to them before they really got ripe. So I did get a container full, like a small bowl. But my apples, the apple trees, I've got I think 4 apple trees. The apple trees are so laden. So they're only little apples though. I'll have to take some photos of the apple trees because there's like branches that have got like 12 apples on them. It's amazing. So I've just looped around some of that silver Simply Elegant twine. I love this. I hope that they carry it over again in the next annual catalogue. It is in the annual catalogue, but I'm really hoping that they carry it over because it's so good to use for every card as well as Christmas. Like usually metallic ribbon like this, they only bring out at Christmas time. So it was so nice to have it in the annual catalogue. I have gone through lots and lots of packets of this because, you know, metallics go with everything. So I'm just going to lay this down into the tear and tape. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to actually put another layer over the top just to secure that down properly. Oh, the plums weren't actually that big, so it might be just the photo, Alison. I don't think they were that big anyway. Yeah, I think my fruit trees this year haven't done quite as well as previous, except for my raspberries and blueberries. They've done really well. This is the first year for the raspberries. But my peaches and what else do I have? My nectarines, they haven't done really very well at all this year. And I put it down to, we had flooding at the end of last year, and I think they just got too much water. So adding some dimensionals to the back there, we're going to pop it up on our card. Oh, Judith, I did tell Marion about that plum cake. I told her to check it out, so I did say that she was the person for the job. I didn't check that very well. Didn't like that placement. You want the twine to go on the top and the bottom. So let's pop this down. So cute. And we're going to just finish it off with some dimensionals, some embellishments. And I've got the Festive Pearls. I think they're Festive Pearls in the catalogue. On here it's red and green adhesive back pearls. And I like these. They've got red, soft succulent, silver and gold. And we're just going to add these silver ones down. And I think I haven't done this with my sample card, but I want to do one last thing with my card before we finish. So we've got 3 down for that. I'm going to bring my Winker Stella in and just add a little bit of sparkle to the cards because I think that would look really, really nice. So that's Winker Stella. I'm going to be really careful not to do the Mossy Meadow piece. I think that would muddy it a little bit because we've just used normal inks. So they both will run. Gotta love a little bit of sparkle on your cards. And it probably won't show too much on the camera. Let's add a little bit to the greenery as well. I think this will just set it off with those embellishments as well. You've got to add a extra sparkle there. Oh yes. Let me show you the two. So you can see it's a little bit more darker than my sample. But the sparkle is gorgeous. So cute. So there we have today's Tracy Sunday Challenge. If you'd like to join in, all you need to do is create your card using the colour combo of Mossy Meadow, Fresh Freesia and Basic White. Super simple combo. Take a photo of your project and then go over to my Facebook page. There will be a post with the graphic of the challenge and then just pop your photo in there. It's so easy to do. Share your creativity with everyone, and then even if you're not creating a card, pop on over and just take a look at what everyone else is creating. That's always fun to share our creativity. Well, thank you everyone. Yeah, and don't forget, if you're purchasing, there is a couple of days left of January, so you can still purchase using my host code. I've got some great specials on at the moment. Right now, I've got a free card class, so if you spend $100 in product using this host code, you can get a card kit. It's 3 cards. Everything's included in the card kit. And there's also a PDF. You are going to need to use the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, but if you're doing an order of $100, you can choose this one as your free Sale A Bration gift. So if you don't have it, that's one way of getting it, and then you'll get the card kits from me as well. So super exciting with that. I do have a blog post with all that information, and there's also a video here on YouTube. You can watch the card class. So I'll be doing them, I think it's the 4th Thursday of every month. So it's super exciting. Come and join in the free card class each month. All right, I don't know whether there's too much else to let you know. I'm just going to check the comments before I go. Does anyone have any questions before we go? Sean says she doesn't understand why they don't have metallic thread all year round. People make Christmas cards all year. Yeah, I'm in total agreement. And it goes well with, you know, any occasion cards, I think. You really can't go wrong with metallics. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. I really want to thank you all for coming on and staying with me while I crafted this morning. I really appreciate it. If you have enjoyed today's card, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well. All the measurements and all the supplies and everything like that is over on the blog. So there is that blog post that you can click in the description here. So if you need any more information. Yeah, so I think that's it. I'll see you next Thursday with a card. So come back and join me for that one. It's the Customer Appreciation card for February. So super fun. And yeah, we'll see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.